So, what exactly agency did you work for?
When I first started on the Miami-Area Canal, the canal system was with the Department of Administrative Services, Division of Public Works. And after a few years, then the canal system was transferred over to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Division of Water. Um, in that division, we were working under a lot of engineers. So our mission kind of changed from Division of Public Works, where we just did maintenance, and to with Division Water, we did more hydraulic control, which was maintaining and operating gates, water levels, and doing flood control. We had to make sure that all the hydraulic control structures, whether it was a lock, whether it was a gate or a spillway, was operational. We had to divert flood water so we weren't flooding adjacent fields or communities. It was a big responsibility. We also had to maintain a water level for the St. Mary's Power Plant. So they had to have so much water to cool down their power plant, otherwise it would overheat. So it was a major responsibility. For fire protection, we had to make sure that there was water levels. The fire department always has the right to draw water out of the Miami-Area Canal. So we always had to make sure that the water was there and available. There was times I would get phone calls, whether it was Delphus or Spencerville or St. Mary's, and say, hey, we got a major fire here, we need more water. So I'd have to run out to the bulkhead at the feeder at Grand Lake St. Mary's, open up the gates there, push more water to that town so they could use that for fire protection. In recent years, then the canal transferred from ODNR Division of Water to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Parks and Watercraft. And their mission is a little bit different than, they still operate and maintain the hydraulics, but now the bigger focus is on recreation. So we were building actually improved crushed limestone paths out on the towpath, so that you were creating an all-weather walk path. And with that, then you had to make sure that you had a substantial towpath that was going to support that walk path. So there involved the hydraulics again. The towpath is always a dam. It's holding water back. So you had to maintain that dam. So more now towards the recreational part of it, more of the wildlife aspect of it, more of water, the environment surrounding water. So it's more of a recreational thing now.
Okay. Well, I think that's about all we have for today. Is there anything you would like to add to?
I'd just like to say, that without the Miami-Area Canal, Western Ohio and Eastern Ohio would not be what it is today. The canal system not only brought water and opportunities, but it changed every aspect of life in every town that it went through. There are towns that are there, like St. Mary's and Spencerville, they're there just because of the Miami-Area Canal. There are ghost towns that they thought that the canal would go through their town, and that didn't happen. They took an alternate route. So this town thrived, this town went into a ghost town and in despair. So the canal system was everything to Western Ohio. Not only did they provide cheaper shipping rates, but you got more as a product. Prior to the canal, you may have been making 25 cents on a bushel of wheat, where afterwards you'd be making $1.25 on a bushel of wheat because of the canal system. It brought people to Ohio to build communities, to build their farms, to build their industry. Property values skyrocketed. Population skyrocketed. So without the canal system, we wouldn't look like we are today.
Very interesting. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you for coming in and doing this interview with us. I appreciate your information on the subject. I definitely learned more than I knew today.
Well, I'm glad, I enjoyed the interview. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm glad you learned at least one thing, because I did too, and I had a great time. Thank you.